hello. This is a comment view, but I'm not here for a video today. I'm here to start off a vlog series. So basically, I have been thinking recently in the past, couple of weeks about the end of the year and about my New Year's stuff. And I honestly, genuinely, above anything else, I love a new year. I love a fresh start. I love fresh spreadsheets. I love it all. But I was thinking tonight, and this really was a spur of the moment decision, which is what all of my main decisions are made. They're all spur of the moment. I got my tattoos really spur of the moment. I quit my job spur of the moment. I moved spur of the moment. I became a teacher spur of the moment. I started my master's spur of the moment. That's how it kind of I operate. It's probably bad, but it's what I do. And I was thinking, I was like, why don't I start all of this shit December 1st instead of January 1st? And the thing that really convinced me was the fact that December 1st, not October, Jesus Christ, it's November 30th right now, by the way. December 1st starts on a Sunday. And I don't know if you're a Monday is the beginning of the week truth, or if you are, you're wrong. It is Sunday. Sunday is the beginning of the week. It's nice and clean. It's perfect. The new year starts on a Wednesday, which is bad. I hate that. So I was thinking, because I did know I wanted to do vlogs, weekly vlogs for this, I'm going to start December 1st, and we're going to see how much progress we can make before the beginning of the new year. And I know that my spreadsheets for 2024 are kind of fucked in things like book wall and weight and spending. But tomorrow, I'm going to do it. And you know what else is tomorrow? You know what else is tomorrow that is going to help me kind of keep a hold on my self-control? Tomorrow we're going to Fargo or Grand Forks, where there's things to buy, like there's Hot Topic. So we'll make our best, our best here, and that's kind of be our whole test. But the one thing I can do tonight that will help me get on track for this whole stuff is I can read for an hour, and I can do Duolingo. Duolingo, I know, is not the best language learning app, especially now starting to push all this AI stuff, but it is good to keep track of the basics, and I'm actually pretty far in the French train. So I'm gonna get back on that. I'm gonna read for an hour. I'm gonna do my Duolingo. I have got, grab my books. Ooh, I'm gonna take all this shit. I am doing real well on catching up with my New Yorkers. I've literally read a New Yorker every other book this past week, and it's getting a little exhausting, I'm not gonna lie. I've read 3 New Yorkers this week. This is gonna be number 4. I'm almost done with it. So I'm gonna definitely finish this in the hour. And then I'm gonna read 25 more pages of literary terms and theory. And then I'm gonna start Psycho. I definitely will not finish Psycho, just because, small. I mean, it's small, but it's still 200 pages and I only have an hour. But on the off chance that, let's say that I learn how to freeze time, I would read another story from Lair of the Eldritch Dark, and then I'd read yet another New Yorker. So that's the goal. Hopefully, I mean, I'm getting burned out on these New Yorkers, but eventually I'll catch up to where, the New Yorkers are coming out, because you get one a week, and I just let so many weeks go by without ever reading them. So when I catch up, it'll be less exhausting about the New Yorker thing. But I'm gonna go read. I'm gonna go do my Duolingo. I am going to send myself an email once all that's done that I did read and Duolingo, which means I can give myself points for that. I will tomorrow explain the whole point thing. I have a spreadsheet. I have a goddamn spreadsheet for everything. But basically, weekly vlogs, entire year of 2025 plus this December thing. Because yeah, I'm starting in December, because now I don't have to start this fucking weekly vlog on a Wednesday, and then I can hit Christmas, and then I don't have to do the whole, I was debating whether I wanted to do another Christmas break vlog this year. I did one last year, and I did like it, but I feel like I just want to keep on going. Weekly vlogs, we're starting my book wall. My book wall is at $24.96 right now, which is large, and I have some books coming, so it's gonna get larger, which is always really the kind of the downside of these things, is when I decide spur of the moment to start them, and then I'm like, oh shit, I got books coming. I have the book outlet order coming. I have some Rainbow Crate stuff that was on Black Friday coming. My pre-order of Wind and Truth is coming on Friday. That's happening. I haven't read books 3 and 4 yet, but I got book 5 coming. Book of the month. Alzama. I should think about getting rid of those book subscription boxes. I may actually do so. So, there's that. I'm gonna go read now, and then I will check in with you with everything that I finish. Here we go.
Alright, breakfast. I got the hot chocolate and marshmallow Pop-Tarts and some milk. So I had a weird dream last night. I'm gonna tell you about it while I get my computer all set up for the day. Oh, I didn't turn it off last night. Shut that down real quick. So it was like kind of bird boxy. It was a nightmare, I guess. But my nightmares are always pretty cinematic. Like they're very much just like horror movies. They're kind of fun. It was kind of bird boxy, where like there was this weird like disease going around where people would turn like weird, except for they were more like murderous than like suicidal. And this would have been, you know, bad enough, but I was also like in charge of a bunch of my 5th graders at this point in time. And so like we went like down this river thing, and then we ended up in the basement, in like this basement area. It was kind of cool, kind of industrial, and it came out in like a library, but the library was underneath a church, and at the top of the church there were these people who had survived, and I had like 6 of my kids, and so we were kind of checking stuff out. So we went and we took a look at these people, but then one of them turned, and so they threw her outside, but then she got back in because the lock wasn't fucking good. And so then I tried to take my kids out, but they weren't listening because they're 11. And I got one of them, and then one of the kids from the other 5th grade class showed up. So I was like, all right, come on, let's go. And then I tried to get the rest of them, but then she was coming, so we had to run. And in the end, I just got 2 of them. And the one that is in my class, he's a little bit of a pill sometimes. He did manage to lock her out of it was like a sewer underground river situation. It wasn't quite a sewer, it was definitely like a river, but it was like underground. He managed to lock her away from that, and there was no one other door, and my other kid ran in there, and like that was the end. Then I woke up. It was 4:45. The dream was over, and I had lost, well, I guess lost 5, gained 1, which was interesting. It was an interesting dream. But yeah, today a little bit of what we're going to do today. I'm going to continue on with Psycho. Like I said, I read about a little bit more than half of it last night. I should definitely be able to finish it, especially if I do read for an hour at night again. I like that. I think that's a good idea, good plan for me. I hope to get some writing done. We are theoretically going to like Bismarck or Fargo or Grand Forks State, or whichever one we feel like. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens there. What is that? So this right here is my spreadsheet for prizes. So each one point, finish a book. If I weigh myself, count calories. If my calories less than 2,000, if I make 1,500 steps, if I finish a DVD, I can either watch a movie or watch a season of TV. Exercise, caught up on homework, caught up on grading, save money. Duolingo, brush teeth 2 times. Also, one other thing that I'm going to add is to read 1 hour at night. So for last night, I will give myself a point there and a point there. And we got here, this is where my points show up. And then it takes 100 points for a prize. When I read it, minus 100. And also how many are left over for monthly watch read. That also minuses. So right now I have 2 points. I need 98 more before I can get something off my wish list. I'm all out of tape. Damn. I'm just gonna pack some orders today. Oh, I found some. Just a tiny bit of like traditional tape though, but I think what I'm gonna do is just tape it shut and then pick up some actual packing tape. Maybe I can get this one on this off. We'll see. We'll see. No. Just gonna tape her shut and then get some packing tape. ASAP. Oh, this is working. This is working better than I thought it would. I'm not gonna be able to do 2 on this, but I can sure get the 1. Look at that. We're gonna add our label on the top. My label, I mean, I just write an address on a note card. This one's going to Illinois. Derek. Yeah, I got 1 more to pack. I don't know if it's actually gonna happen with that much tape, but if not, that is probably okay. So we're actually gonna get going now pretty soon. Steven's in the shower. This is my fun shirt today. Is it?
Beautiful winter day here in Grand Forks. Excuse the unflattering angle. I'm just putting some peels in a Hot Topic bag. Yes, I failed already. Into our Steven is in JCPenney's doing some damage. But that's his damage, not mine. So, how nice and blue that sky is. So pretty. So Steven is in Walmart. I'm in the parking lot. I didn't want to go in, and I'm hoping that it's going to entice him to me faster. We can also to unbox some Hot Topic stuff. Because I got some blind boxes. Again, like I said, I failed. So I got my best shields. Here's Hot Topic. I found it. So I got the small bag though. Normally, I'm a large bag kind of person. So we are living in summer season. Don't know where the hell this is gonna go. Here. That is awful. We're gonna have to go with it. So I got a bunch of stuff. I got some shirts and whatever. That's not what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to do blind boxes first. I got one of these little guys that you can see. I'm hoping for, I guess, Gizmo or Pennywise would be ideal. But anything other than the Gunner Annabelle is what I want. I got Spike. Okay. I'll accept it. That's fun. I like that. I like Spike. I mean, not Spike. Strike. Apologies. I love it. Okay. That works. He counts as Gizmo. Then I can get the Weeks one. I have one of these before. I have the Tenpachi one from series 1. I'm hoping for Gin, Yoruichi would be okay. Gin, I think, is my number 1. And it makes sense to Yamamoto, I'm not gonna lie. I would be happy with it. Yeah, Chuju's definitely one of the exclusives. I can't tell who the exception. Probably Jushiro, I guess. Okay. Those are my guesses. So, I got it, old man. Damn it. That's the only one I wouldn't have been happy with. Oh well. Then I got a clown. It's a cute killer clown mystery and a pin. These are our choices. Honestly, I wouldn't like any of them. That is A-okay with me. I would love any and every clown that we can find here. So I got... Oh, that's fun. I got this funky little man. Love him. So that's that. Again, I did get some shirts. I got 3 shirts. 2 of them were clearance, so that was buy one, get one free. And I thought it was had that sale for a while now. So I should have been prepared for it when it happened, but I wasn't. I did also get some hockey cards of Shield, so I can find two more. We can unbox those, see if we got anything fun. Right? That's fun. So this is Upper Deck. There are 4 packs in here. Let's see what we got. So first up, we got this. No, I'm actually going to show you if there's anything fun, because these are all new. I don't have any of these. Ooh, I got Fantilli in the shiny one. You can tell I really know how to do it, that's fine. That Austin Matthews is also fancy. So is Kyle Connor. Oh, I got Alex Ovechkin. Just a regular guy, though. Okay. We have serious temperature right now, so I'm on octane, which is like my favorite. Next one here. Oh, I got Quinn Hughes. I got Quinn. So fun. Okay. Oh, jeez. That's all fancy. Okay. Alright, I got Quinn Hughes. That's probably the most exciting one there. That's my first Hughes I've ever gotten. Of course it's there. Third one. I see a really sparkly green one here. This guy. Look at him. This one's also fun. Okay. Alright. And then the last pack. Now I'm gonna have to go into my library but what is that? Big fun here. Oh, this is a canvas card. I like the canvas cards. I think they're fun. These feel nice. I got another Quinn, but this one's a glossy. Two Quinns, they're different. You give me 2 Quinns, but you can't give me a draft. Come on. Oh, fuck. Jesus Christ, okay. Alright. That is the exciting content. So now I did finish up Psycho on the road down. This is done. Again, very similar to the movie. In a lot of really good ways. I could enjoy that. Oh, fuck. The book is falling apart, however. So there's that. But no, I could enjoy it. It was a fun time. I think probably a 4-star is what I'm going to probably land on for this one. Like I said, it's very similar to the movie. I think that just by virtue of Anthony Perkins, the movie, I think hits me harder and is better just because of Anthony Perkins. I think it's kind of more interesting to have a more attractive Norman Bates, because he seems really in the movie. It's been a while since I've seen the movie, but in the movie it's really a lot of like he seems like this cute, awkward kid, you know, and he's not. He's a terrible human, terrible, crazy, insane human. And so here where he's this like fat loser, it doesn't have the same impact, I think. But no, I did finish it. It's a good time. And now I'm going to probably eat all the crap myself, see if it comes back, and hopefully that's not that long. It's already been 7 minutes. So that's that. Right, Tailup's Top Zeros, super fun. Doesn't beat that dwarf one, but still super fun. Alright, so it is about 7:17. I have school tomorrow, so I make an executive decision to not read for an hour tonight, because I do still have, make sure I have my homework done, which is not that much. It's Thanksgiving, so I was just working on this one project. I'm getting my master's in library science, by the way. That's why I have homework.
and so it's just work a little bit on that. And then like all my night stuff, my spreadsheets, my one journal day thing. So I'll not be reading for an hour tonight because I'll be tired by and I have some other stuff to do beforehand. I guess I'll kind of wrap up the day when I get to my how to get a prize spreadsheet, see where we are and where we're at. I'm telling you now, I did count calories all day, and I was way over 2,000. But we went out, we went to Grand Forks, we went to Perkins. I got a box of bottle caps. We made dinner. So it was like, I knew that was gonna happen, but I did count everything. I did count them. So there's that. I'm not beating myself up about it. And I'm sure there's some kind of like deeply entrenched like, I don't even know. Like I don't tend to feel the need to be feminine in a lot of ways. Like I just was not raised with any gender roles, honestly. I do tend to lean more masculine in a lot of ways, in a lot of things. But I do like really shy away from telling anybody my weight because I did have an eating disorder in college, so it's like, it happens. But yeah, I'm gonna do a couple more things at my computer. I will update you on the day when I get to my spreadsheet out. Spoiler alert, reading did go well, even though I'm not doing my hour tonight. So that is nice. Okay, so today I read 2 books actually, so we get 2 there. I did weigh myself, counted calories. I did not have less than 2,000. I had, how many steps did I have? I had 8,000 steps, so that doesn't count. I did not finish DVD, did not exercise. I am caught up on homework, not caught up on grading. I did not save money. I will do Duolingo. I will brush my teeth twice. I will not be doing that. I did not finish the game, and I did not have no extra spending. So I'm at 9. Good morning. Turn that fan off. So it is Monday at like 5:31. I'm dressed and getting ready for school. A little bit of an update. So today is a traditional school day. As far as I know, we haven't gotten called at all, which is a little bit sad. But you're in North Dakota. Every little bit of snow doesn't get you 2 hour late or virtual. But we will see how the day goes. I am down 0.2 pounds this morning, which I was not expecting based on the time that I ate last night. But it is what it is. I will take it. We'll see how much I can get read today. I still do have those 2 books that I was reading at the school that one of my 5th graders lent me after stealing them from her mother's bookshelf. One of them I am almost done with, so I will probably finish that. I'm just doing my makeup. I'm not putting on my earrings yet because they're going to interfere with my headphones. But they're these right here. And then I've got Metallica dog tag. This is what we're looking at today. My school really doesn't have a dress code other than cover yourself and don't offend anybody, which I can really appreciate as somebody who does really kind of do everything in my power to never follow a dress code. It is this. I live based on Ipsy samples and oh shit, that's not where that goes. Creature Cosmetics. I'm using Revenge the 80s. I think we're gonna do Nightmare. But yeah, that is that. I will probably check in with you after school, possibly on my prep, but you will see. I generally don't eat anything on school days until I get home. So there's that. I will have a C4. I don't have a C4, which is very exciting for me personally. But that's really all we're going to be consuming until we get home. Which does mean that today is a great day to hit under 2,000 calories because try as I might, I'm not very good at eating over 2,000 calories in one sitting. But that is that. I'm going to finish doing my makeup I'm gonna go to school.
Hi, I'm back from school. I have some packages to unbox. I have to eat. I did have a cupcake today because it was a third grader that I teach. It was a third grader's birthday. The kids that I teach, and she brought me a cupcake, which was very kind of her. And I went and I walked down to the post office. I'm kind of cold still from walking to the post office. It was a while ago because I came back and Stephen was here and I watched the new Dan Phil video. You know how it is. But I have some packages. I did finish the Child Finder, which was really good. It almost made me cry right before school started, so that was great. But it was a good book. I enjoyed it. Let's open these up. Let's find my right here. All right. So this first thing right here, this is from eBay. This is a DVD. I do have a bunch of stuff coming in before I was like, no, Aurora, stop buying shit. So that is that. I have this DVD. I will say, I went to the post office. I did not stop for a little treat at the grocery store on the way back, because it is on the way back. And most of the time I do stop for a little treat, but I didn't. I was like, Aurora, I know you're getting paid tomorrow, but you still gotta save your money. So, I did not do a little treat today. Yeah. So, I got, because I was thinking, you know, I was just, sometimes I'll just be thinking, I'll be doing stuff, I'll be like, oh, I should get a DVD of that show. And that's what I did here. I think it was on Reddit or something. And then I went, you know what? I would love a DVD of that show. Oh my god. Like, thank you, Brandon, for being so conscientious about wrapping this so it doesn't break. I'm certainly not that conscientious when I wrap shit. But, okay. First season of Malcolm in the Middle. For so long, you couldn't get this shit on DVD, but I got it now. So that's fun. This is thrift books. This is, I believe, all for the classroom. What time is it? 4:30. So I got Rivals by Greenwald. Tommy Greenwald, which nobody requested, but I think some are going to like because it's about sports. I got A Babysitter's Club, Christie and the Snobs graphic novel, which a girl did request, and then S.E. Hinton's The Outsiders. So there's that. And then Book Outlet, I did 100% do the Black Friday sale. So that's unfortunate. I missed that when they had the good boxes. Now they have these stupid boxes that you kind of have to destroy to get into. And like, we used to be a country, you know, we used to be a country that had good boxes for sale. I did get like 13 of those. So that's how that is. But let's get this. Back to work. Territory animal. Okay. So I've got Venomous by Christopher Crovatine, which is about this kid that has an anger issues. I've got Romancing Mr. Bridgerton by Julia Quinn. Red Dragon by Thomas Harris. Shattering Glass by Gail Giles. Cake Eater by Alison Dolan, which I'm sure I'm going to be mad about because it's about the French Revolution. It's like a French Revolution retelling, so I'm sure I'm going to be mad about it, but you know how it is. Dead Flip by Sarah Fairzon. Oh, this is autographed. This looks fun. That's why I got this. So fun. A lot of these were just books that I'd never heard of before that just looked fun. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Bridgerton, The Duke and I. Born to Rock by Gordon Corman. Gordon Corman is very popular with my 5th graders. So if this is okay, I'm going to put that in the classroom. The Viscount Who Loved Me. I got a lot of Bridgerton books. It is what it is. Border City, which is comic. Unscripted by Nicole Kronzer. When He Was Wicked. Another Bridgerton. Bad Call by Stephen Wallenfels. Oh yeah, this is like a winter survival story, which are always really fun and really terrifying. The Way by Joseph Bruchak. And finally, Trigger Warning by Neil Gaiman. So that's that. So I'm gonna figure out what I'm gonna have for dinner, and then I'm gonna do some stuff around the house. I do have, you know, actual classes this week. Because last week was Thanksgiving, so we didn't really have anything. I just worked on my one project for my own class. But no, that's that. It was okay school day. You can tell everybody's kind of crazy because it is the first day back after a long break. I did. My one kid who has been my one truant student got finally taken out of Power School today. So I'm gonna have a class at 12 now. But that is that. I'm gonna go eat. I'm gonna figure out what I'm eating. I don't know. Maybe I'll have chicken patties. I have chicken patties, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, no, I didn't go and get. Normally, like after I go to the post office, I'll stop at the gas station. Not the gas station, at the grocery store, because it's like it's right there. It's right there. So I always go there. But I didn't take. I'm like, no, you gotta save your money. Stop getting treats. You have food at home. And I did. So that doesn't quite make up for the hot topic yesterday. But sort of, you know. I even use cash at the post office. I even had enough cash for that, so that feels like free money, even though it's not. But yeah, that is that. That was like the last of my book fair money, though, which is kind of sad. That is that. I will talk to you later. Goodbye. All right, dinner time. Damn it. Hello. So it is 7. I'm feeling up to it. I think I am gonna do a read for an hour tonight. It's Monday, so I don't always have a ton of homework on Monday. Normally what I do is that's when I plan out my week. But I have the calories for it, and I need the fiber, so I'm having some popcorn while I read. So I'm going to put that in the microwave, and then I will talk to you about what I'm reading when I have everything all settled. I have 36 minutes left. I did finish up the New Yorker. The thing that really stood out to me here, because there was an article in here about how people are like prepping for like civil war in America. It's all terrible, and there is a big part of me that just cannot comprehend how people can be so angry about really anything. I mean, I get mad. Everybody does, but my anger never lasts. You know. And obviously there are things I don't like, but I don't know, like just the idea that these people, primarily Republicans, are just so like convinced that, yeah, we got to kill people to get our way. Like, that is just fucking bonkers. That's like Viking era. That's like medieval kind of shit. Like, come on, you have an iPhone. Chill the fuck out and sit the fuck down. But no, I finished this. Now I'm going to read 25 pages of the Dictionary of Literary Terms and Literary Theory, and I'll check back in with you when that is over. Alright, I did read the next 25 pages of this, which means I'm moving on to my next actual book. I gotta find a better way to hold this. There we go, that'll work. My next actual book, which is going to be a reread of the childhood book, that is The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I've got half an hour left. I should be able to get a good chunk into this, and I'm excited to actually reread this. I don't think I've read these since I was like a kid, so it should be a good time. Alright, so my time's up. I read 115 pages? 115 pages of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. Man, makes me want to reread all these books. It makes me want to rewatch the movies. Like, I'm not talking just like the 2000s movies, although that's what's kind of in my head mostly for The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. But there were those older movies too from like the 80s, where they did like all of them and Aslan was a puppet. No, it is very nostalgic. This book is very nostalgic for me. As a child, I read them a lot. So yeah, I'm going to go do some more things. It is 8 o'clock. I will probably be in bed before the turn of the hour. Fingers crossed, definitely before 9:30, because I get up at 5 and I'll be tired until the fucking Christmas concert. So I have to be there. I have to be there for the elementary Christmas concert. We'll see if I make it to the high schools. That's later in the week. But yeah, I'm gonna go do some more things. But I'm glad that I took the time to do my hour of reading tonight. So I haven't been doing a ton of talking about my writing. I am on track to finish Kaz at the Approach for the end of the year, which would be great. I've contacted my cover girl, same lady who did Guillaume. I think I'm gonna have all of them out this year, which is great. That's fantastic. That means I get to do an extra first draft next year. That's what that means, because I'm not outlining another thing. I don't even know what I would do for another book to publish next year.
So yeah, I'm like 10,000 in on the rewrite of Kaz, and I'm very excited about it. It's gonna be a good time. I will update you with any cover things. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna update you with any. Sorry, I'm going through my emails right now. I will update you with any cover things. Because I talked to her, paid her, same girl who did Guillaume. So it's gonna be good. It's gonna be good. All right. So today I finished 2 books. I weighed myself. I counted calories. I had under 2,000 steps. So close. Did not get 15 though. Did not finish DVD, no exercise. I am caught up on homework. I did not catch up on grading. I did not save money. I will do Duolingo. I will brush my teeth. I did read an hour. I did not finish a game, and I did have no extra spending today. I don't count the post office as extra spending because I had something I needed to do. So we're at 20. Looking good. Just realized that I gave myself a point for 15,000 steps right after. I was like, I didn't get 15,000 steps. I fixed it. I'm at 19. Will I know what those comparisons mean? Which one of you is it? Which one? Hello. Today the motivation's really not there. I really just do not want to be doing anything today. I didn't want to get up. Didn't want to get in the shower. I had a Pop-Tart this morning because I didn't want to get in the shower. I just like, ugh, like my body just feels like heavy, like I'm just like difficult to move, and I don't think I would have been that much later than normal, you know. I was asleep by 10, which is kind of late for me, but I'm just, ugh. It's a fucking Christmas concert too, like I'm just over it already. Weight-wise, exactly the same. The go-up didn't go down, which is fine. I did have some popcorn pretty late. So that is how it is. Today is also coffee day, I suppose. We get a coffee delivered every Tuesday. And I did order one. So having that'll be nice. So I guess that means I shouldn't be having an energy drink as soon as I get to school. But maybe I will anyway. Maybe today that is warranted. But that is that. Yeah, I'll talk to you later if/when something interesting happens. Because I don't know that anything interesting is going to happen today, because I think what my plan is that as soon as I get home from the concert, because I might not come home before the concert, after school before the concert, I may just like drop everything. I may just do my schoolwork and stuff. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. After the Christmas concert, and that night is definitely shot. We're doing the extra time. I'm going home, I'm gonna eat, and then I'm gonna just like go to bed, do my nice stuff, go to bed. I'll do my nice stuff, but like not doing any homework. I'm not doing anything. Jesus Christ, was that a day? I'm so fucking tired. My bones, coffee. Black Friday did come in. I haven't bought bones in a while, just because it's expensive, but I got some good stuff here. First up, they did send a free mystery flavor. I wish they would tell me what it was. I thought that they were gonna tell me what it was, but I did get the mystery flavor. There was a mystery flavor for everyone. And then I got white chocolate peppermint bark coffee. And then, pièce de résistance. I'm spilling peanuts everywhere. Oh, Jesus Christ. New Bones Peppermint Mocha. So excited for these. But yeah, that's that. I believe those are just for like the winter months as well. So I've got that. I'm gonna take those to school, and it's gonna be great. Yeah, that is, I think, that's everything I got. I just dumped it all again. So yeah, that's that. I'm tired. I'm not even gonna do my nice stuff, honestly. I'm just going to bed. I'm so tired. Oh my god, what a day! Oh, Jesus Christ. All day. It was basically just practice over the concert, and then there was the concert. Oh my god. But it's over. It's over now. So there's that. So I'm gonna just go to the bathroom and go to bed. I think I'm not even gonna give myself my points today. I'm just going to bed. I'm just gonna probably fold this up so that I can toss it here. And then I will go to bed. I don't know. Fuck it. I will give myself my points. Just because I'll forget for tomorrow. So I'm going to turn on my computer real quick. Oh, hello, Jelly Jam. Oh, hello. I keep shocking you whenever I touch your little head. Why are you so staticky? Why are you so staticky? Oh my gosh, so sweet. So sweet and kind. So sweet, 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 sweet kitty cat. Oh, look at her. She's so mad. She hates being picked up. She hates you so much. She hates you so much. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna slide that way. And then I'm gonna put my stuff away. Oh, so nice and good. Alright. It's coffee. They used to tell me what it was, but they didn't. I thought that huh. Oh well. I did not finish a book. I did weigh myself. I did not count calories. I did get 1,500 steps. No, 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 no. I will. I will. No, no. Actually, yes. Look at that. Beautiful. 24. Alright, it is morning. I feel slightly more motivated than I felt yesterday. I don't know why, because yesterday was genuinely exhausting. Maybe it's just the idea that the Christmas concert is done and over with. We had a possible winter storm situation coming, but we didn't really get anything. It's really windy outside. I can hear it, but it's always really windy outside in North Dakota, so it doesn't really mean anything. So no late start as far as I'm aware at this point. No virtual day. It is what it is, and that's gonna have to be fine. I am 0.6 up from yesterday, so 0.4 up total. But I kind of know it's gonna happen based on when and how much I ate last night. So that's fine, you know. Again, it is what it is. There's nothing you can do to change it at this point in time. So there's that. Today, luckily, because I didn't know that we were gonna have Christmas concert practice like literally all day yesterday, I actually have a lot of my planning already done, which means what I did yesterday from like my 3rd grade and almost my 5th grade stuff is already all planned, which is nice. And even have some of my copies already made, which is nice because I'm very much a class B kind of teacher, which is weird because I'm pretty much not class A, a type B, pretty much a type A kind of person. But when it comes to teaching, I'm all the way type B, which is actually very unhelpful in a lot of ways. But yeah, I'm just getting ready, head to school. Maybe I will get lucky, and when I'm at school, they'll call a late start, because it is early. I mean, it is 5:36. I'm just an early person, but that is, maybe they can call virtual. If it's virtual, I'm coming home. I'm not going to be at the school all day if it's virtual, because as an elementary teacher, I don't really got to do much on virtual day. So if it's virtual, I'm just coming straight home. But if it's late start, I'll just stay there. I'll get a bunch of stuff done, which would be nice. But yeah, that is that. That's everything. I'll talk to you later.
Hello. It is 4:30. I got home from school a bit ago. I'm about to eat now. Today was pretty good. Today was okay. It was decent. My outfit is actually kind of fire today. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm in pajamas now because it's 4:30 and it's cold outside. It's like kids had to have inside recess cold. I don't know what I'm eating for dinner. I don't know. Maybe I'll do eggs. I haven't had eggs in a while. I kind of want macaroni and cheese. I don't know. I am counting today. I don't know if we'll stay under 2,000. I guess we'll see. My period started, so that might change things. But you know what? We're making an effort, and that's the important thing. You know, like I'm really feel like I'm gonna, and this feels like backtracking to me even. And I'm never gonna be super strict on it because that's how my eating disorder comes back. But my spreadsheet for my weight this year in 2024 is like, it's not fresh. You know, it's not a fresh spreadsheet like next year, like January is gonna be. But we're trying to build my habits in December so that in January we can take them and run. You know. But yeah, I think I will do mac and cheese. God, I want mac and cheese.
We do this.
That's what we're doing. We're gonna see.
Fuck it, we ball.
I did it yesterday because I was exhausted. So I just gotta pile it all on the other side because I'll fill the dishwasher tonight. I promise. We'll be good. It'll be okay. Jesus Christ, how many mugs do I use in a day and a half? The answer is 4. I use 4 mugs in 2 days. I can strain my pasta. I'm really impatient, so like instead of boiling them normally, I boil them on high, and then I keep it on high, and I stir all the time, and I also like them a little bit crunchy, so it takes about 2 minutes. That's how I have always made my pasta, because I'm very impatient about pasta. And also, if I just have this and nothing else, like water for drinking and stuff like that, I can make under 2,000 today, which is great news. I made a whole box of Velveeta mac and cheese. It's the fancy shit. You see this bag of liquid cheese? Still be under. We're doing great. It's a great day. Great day in the neighborhood. Forty-two. 42 when we'll be done. I'm not even gonna test it at 42. Because we're bubbling real hard now. You have to do that sometimes. Feels like a screaming face when the broth goes down. The bonus is that you also get an arm workout with this method. That one almost went over. It's 42. Get out of here. Okay. Oh. Oh, Jesus. It was a mistake. I hurt myself.
5:09. Time to unpack my school bag and get to work. These need to go in the fridge. Oops, they should have been in the fridge before. These are some cheeses that my fiance bought from some kids selling stuff. I didn't get my stuff. I bought stuff. Hello? Okay, I gotta put these in the fridge. But no Steven's still at school, so I brought his stuff home. I got my book journal. I'm still working on this. I'm this far in. The binding is starting to fall apart. It's almost like I don't think the creators thought that anybody would ever make 2,000, but I'm gonna get there. First, I need to finish it. My group finished it today. I need to finish it so that we can start our next book tomorrow. I gotta finish that today. I did finish The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe, which was fun. Honestly, it was very nostalgic. These were the only good books in the Lutheran church, because there was a room in the upstairs, because I'm an atheist, but when I was little, my mom was raised Catholic, so she tried to raise us in a church way. She calls herself a Reformed Catholic now, but she did the closest church was a Lutheran church, because I grew up in North Dakota, and there was a book upstairs that had a book. There was a room upstairs that had a bunch of books in it, a bunch of bookshelves, and consistently the only good books in there were the Narnia ones. Narnia, yes, it's super religious, but very allegorical. Even though I'm an atheist and I'm fairly anti-religion, I am willing to admit that it is a damn good story. My headphones. I honestly, okay, one thing I did take off TikTok, I did get the SR Rhythm headphones when they were really big a couple years ago or a year and a half ago. They're good and they're comfortable and I love them, and their battery life, fucking amazing. Oh, I got a cup I gotta put in the sink. Okay, my New Yorker tote bag, which I throw stuff in if I need to bring extra stuff that doesn't fit in here. Like if I got a bunch of books or something. And I found this in a book, so let's see, that's a bookmark. I tell the kids when you leave your bookmarks in the books of my classroom library, it becomes mine. So that's mine now. And then my flash drive. I'm gonna get to work 5:10, 5:12. It's 5:12. I got some shit to do. I didn't do any homework last night. I gotta catch up on that. I gotta read The Fort. I gotta just keep going. We just gotta keep going. I did get paid today though, like that's good. I was needing that. So I did just read the 7 Gases. It was so fucking funny. It was about this guy, and he is trying, he's an attempted like blood sacrifice, but the first like being that he's gonna be sacrificed is like, oh, we're actually like, I'm full, like I've had so many blood sacrifices. So he passes on to the next one and the next one and the next one, and nobody wants him. No, at one point this giant monster tries to eat him and he can't digest him, so he's like, I guess I can't eat this. He spits him out. And then the best part is that at the very end, the very last, like the worstest being is like, I'm honestly offended that they sent you to me. Just leave. I curse you to go back to the outer earth. That's what you have to do. So this guy's like, oh my god. So he tries to go all the way back up through this subterranean thing. But one of the beings that he was trying to be sacrificed to was like a spider. And the web was weakened. And so it ends with him falling to his death. Hello. Alright, to finish up The Fort. This is my second time reading this one. My group read it last year too. And it's my high group every time that picks The Fort, which is probably good. Because this book, it is Gordon Corman, it is for children. It does deal with some heavy topics. We deal with lots of stuff. Each of these kids has, like, one of the kids is OCD, one of them has a severely abusive stepfather, one of them's parents are getting divorced, and one of them's older brother is like hanging out with an actual criminal. So like there's a lot going on here. It's a good book. I think honestly it's the best Gordon Corman I've read. I know, it was a good time. Now it's done. I got my questions written down, and then tomorrow we'll start a new book in that group. What are we doing? We're doing Touching Spirit Bear, which is a book I used to teach 7th graders actually. But again, this is my high group. They are They're all 80th percentile or higher. Actually, all of them are already 11. two of them have April birthdays, but they were held back here. They were twins. One of them has, and then two of them have summer birthdays, and they went in late. So it's like they're all already 11, which might, you know, have an impact on why they're all in the higher group, because all their brains have had chances to mature. But that's that. That's done. Wonderful. Homework's done.
All right. I finished 2 books. I weighed myself. I counted my calories. I did have less than 2,000. Did not do the steps, not do that, did not do that. Am caught up on homework. No, I will. And I am planning on doing so tonight. Did not. Nothing extra. We're at 34. That's 10 for the day. If I got 10 every day, I would get to get a prize every 10 days. Well, even though I'm tired, it is only 8:17, and I want to get into the habit of reading for an hour a night. Everything else is done. I'm gonna do it, and as always, somehow these always start with New Yorker. I don't know if I'm gonna get more read than this New Yorker, honestly, because I'm only 7 pages in. But we'll see if I can finish it. The goal will be to finish this, and then also to read 25 pages of the Dictionary of Literary Terms and Literary Theory. That would be the goal. If I can get at any way into Outcast, what it's called, the Roswell High book off my TBR, this bad boy, The Outsider. That would be great, but I would also be happy with just finishing the New Yorker and then the dictionary pages. We'll see. 9:19, been an hour. I'm so tired. I did not finish it. I am 48 pages in. I made it to the fiction. This one is very politics heavy because it came out on November 4th. So that's been a lot. That's been a whole bunch. I mean, there's stuff in here that I didn't know about. I do not seek out political information. I'm definitely way more left than anything else. But I don't dig deep. I really don't. But that one of the reasons why I decided to start getting the New Yorker, which I know is a left publication, is because I did want to be a little bit more informed. And also because it is, I mean, in terms of literature and arts, the New Yorker is kind of the standard, you know, it's up there with like the Paris Review and all that. And I know it's a bit pretentious, but I gotta feed that English major in me sometimes. Be a bit pretentious, and the fiction is normally really, really, really good. I'm not gonna lie. And I do enjoy a lot of articles, and there's a lot of stuff in there too that's like stuff I don't know anything about, like the bicycle article and stuff like that are always really interesting, like science and news and everything like that. But I do feel like forever now these are gonna be so fucking political, which is not a bad thing. It's not necessarily a bad thing, but I'm just like, oh jeez. Like, I'm going from 0 to 100 here in a way. But no, it does kind of solve my situation of like feeling like I'm not reading anything good, anything well done. I'm only reading things that are fun, and the New Yorker's helping with that. I'm almost done. I'm almost done with all my backlog, which will be good, but I'm going to bed. I'm tired.